Welcome, Dungeon Master. Are you ready to create adventure hooks that will captivate your players and drive your campaign forward? Stick around as we dive into the art of crafting compelling adventure hooks for your D&D game. Adventure hooks are the backbone of your campaign story, drawing your players into the world and setting them on their path. A great adventure hook captures their interest and ties into the larger narrative of your game. Before we get started, I have something special for you. I'm offering a free Session 0 guide to help you kickstart your campaign. This guide is packed with tips and tools to set expectations with your players and establish a solid foundation for your adventures. The link is in the description below. Creating these videos takes a lot of time and effort, and your support means the world to me. If you find this content helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with your fellow Dungeon Masters. Your support helps me continue to create valuable content for the D&D community. Let's dive into creating adventure hooks that will engage your players and enrich your campaign. Adventure hooks, or plot hooks, are the backbone of your campaign story, drawing your players into the world and setting them on their path. A great adventure hook captures their interest and ties into the larger narrative of your game. So, what exactly is a plot hook? Simply put, a plot hook is an adventure seed that entices your players to take action. It can be a mystery to solve, a villain to defeat, or a quest to undertake. A plot hook is an adventure seed that entices your players to take action. It's the initial spark that ignites their interest and drives them to engage with the story. Plot hooks are crucial because they give direction and purpose to your players. A compelling hook can turn a casual game session into an unforgettable adventure. The best hooks are those that resonate with your players' characters and tie into the larger narrative of your campaign. They should be intriguing, relevant, and provide a clear motivation for the players to act. A series of strange disappearances in the town has everyone on edge. The mayor offers a reward to anyone who can uncover the truth and put an end to the terror. By understanding what makes a great plot hook, you can create compelling adventure seeds that draw your players into the story and keep them engaged throughout the campaign. Let's start by developing several adventure hooks and plot lines. These are the seeds from which your campaign story will grow. Begin by brainstorming ideas that excite you and are relevant to your campaign setting. Think about conflicts, mysteries, and quests that will intrigue your players. Identify conflicts that can drive the story forward. These can be personal, political, or even cosmic in scale. A mysterious plague spreads through the town, and the players must find its source before it wipes out the population. Create intriguing mysteries that the players need to solve. These can be related to the history of your world, hidden secrets, or unsolved crimes. The players discover that the plague is caused by a cursed artifact, leading them on a quest to find and destroy it. Design quests that provide clear objectives and rewards for the players. These can be straightforward or complex, depending on your campaign's needs. The players are hired by a merchant to escort a valuable shipment through dangerous territory, facing bandits and natural hazards along the way. Expand your hooks into plot lines that provide a clear path for the adventure. Outline key events and encounters that will guide the players through the story. Give your plot lines a clear structure with a beginning, middle, and end. This helps maintain pacing and keeps the story coherent. The players start by investigating the source of the plague, uncover clues that lead them to an ancient temple, and ultimately face the artifact's guardian to break the curse. Plan encounters that challenge the players and move the plot forward. These can include combat, social interactions, and puzzles. The players must fight off cultists guarding the temple, negotiate with a spirit who knows the artifact's history, and solve a series of traps to reach the guardian. Introduce a twist that complicates the players' objectives, forcing them to make tough decisions that impact the story. Upon reaching the artifact, the players learn that destroying it will release a demon lord imprisoned in an alternate dimension. They must decide whether to destroy the artifact and face the demon lord, or find another way to stop the plague. Incorporate meaningful rewards and consequences for the players' decisions. This adds depth and stakes to the adventure. If the players choose to destroy the artifact, they gain powerful allies and items to help fight the Demon Lord. If they find an alternative solution, they might uncover lost knowledge and secure a powerful relic to contain the plague. By brainstorming exciting ideas, developing them into structured plot lines, and adding twists and dilemmas, you create a roadmap for your adventures that will keep your players engaged and eager for the next session. To make your plot hooks more immersive, ensure they are tied to the world's lore and factions. This adds depth and makes the world feel alive. Use the existing lore of your world to create hooks that feel organic and relevant. This could include ancient prophecies, lost civilizations, or local legends. Incorporate ancient prophecies that hint at future events. These can create a sense of destiny and urgency. The players must find a lost temple mentioned in an ancient prophecy, said to hold the key to stopping an impending disaster. Explore the ruins and remnants of lost civilizations. These can hold valuable knowledge and powerful artifacts. The players uncover clues about a lost civilization whose advanced technology or magic could cure the plague. Use local legends and folklore to create hooks that feel grounded in the setting. A local legend speaks of a healing spring in the haunted forest. The players must brave the dangers to find it and save the town. Tie plot hooks to the factions in your world. This creates opportunities for political intrigue, alliances, and rivalries. Factions often have their own agendas and rivalries, providing a rich source of conflict and drama. The Ironworks Guild, which we discussed in our previous video, might hire the players to recover a stolen artifact, leading to a confrontation with a rival faction. Create alliances and rivalries between factions that add layers of intrigue and complexity to your campaign. A noble house seeks to strengthen its position by acquiring a powerful artifact, and the players must navigate the complex web of alliances and rivalries to succeed. Use power struggles within and between factions to drive the plot forward and create dynamic storylines. The players must choose which faction to support in a power struggle that will determine the future of the kingdom. Introduce factions with opposing agendas to create conflict and urgency. Some factions might want to use or destroy the artifact for their own purposes. A doomsday cult, the Cult of the End, wants to destroy the artifact to release the Demon Lord and bring about the end of everything. They will attempt to steal the artifact from the players, leading to thrilling confrontations. By tying your plot hooks to the world's lore and factions, you create a rich and immersive experience for your players. This approach makes your world feel alive and gives the players a deeper connection to the story. Ensure that the hooks are consistent with the established lore and faction dynamics. This adds credibility and depth to your world. If the Ironworks Guild is known for its secretive and ambitious nature, their quests should reflect these traits. Engage the players by making their actions have consequences that affect the world and its factions. If the players successfully negotiate peace between two rival factions, they might gain powerful allies and influence the political landscape. By incorporating your world's lore and factions into your plot hooks, you create a dynamic and engaging campaign that will keep your players invested in the story. The interconnected plots and meaningful choices will make your game sessions memorable and exciting. A well-balanced campaign includes both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals provide immediate satisfaction, while long-term goals build towards a larger narrative. Let's start by looking at how to balance short-term and long-term goals within your plot hooks. This approach keeps your players engaged and gives them a sense of accomplishment while driving the larger story forward. Design hooks that can be resolved quickly, giving players a sense of accomplishment and progress. The players must rescue a kidnapped noble within the city, a task they can complete in a single session. Create overarching hooks that span multiple sessions or even the entire campaign, keeping players engaged and invested in the story. The players uncover a conspiracy that threatens the kingdom, leading to a series of adventures to thwart the masterminds behind it. Integrate short-term goals that contribute to achieving long-term objectives. This creates a cohesive narrative and makes each session feel meaningful. Think of short-term goals as building blocks that lead to the resolution of long-term objectives. Each small victory should reveal more about the larger plot. While investigating the artifact causing the plague, the players might complete short-term goals like gathering information from local scholars, fighting off cultists trying to retrieve the artifact, and finding components for a ritual to stabilize its power. Creating a dynamic campaign involves balancing immediate rewards with the promise of future payoffs. This keeps the players motivated and invested in the story. Provide immediate rewards for short-term goals to keep players motivated. These can be material treasures, new allies, or crucial information. After rescuing the kidnapped noble, the players receive a monetary reward, gain the noble as an ally, and discover a clue linking the kidnapping to the larger conspiracy. Long-term goals should promise significant payoffs that impact the campaign's overarching narrative. These payoffs keep players engaged over multiple sessions. Ultimately, the players must decide whether to destroy the artifact, risking the release of the Demon Lord, or find another way to stop the plague. This decision will have far-reaching consequences for the entire campaign. Engage your players by involving them in the decision-making process. This empowers them and makes their choices matter in the grand scheme of the campaign. Ensure that the players' choices have meaningful consequences. This makes their decisions impactful and gives them a sense of agency. If the players decide to stabilize the artifact instead of destroying it, they might need to seek out powerful magic users, confront the cult of the end, and deal with the artifact's lingering effects. Encourage interactive storytelling by allowing players to suggest and pursue their own goals within the framework of the campaign. This makes the story feel more collaborative and dynamic. Players might propose a plan to use the artifact against the Demon Lord, leading to a unique and unexpected story arc that adds depth to the campaign. By balancing short-term and long-term goals, creating immediate rewards and future payoffs, and engaging your players in meaningful decision-making, you can craft a dynamic and immersive campaign that keeps everyone invested in the story. Plot hooks are a powerful tool to draw your players into the story and keep them engaged. By developing compelling hooks, tying them to your world's lore and factions, and balancing short-term and long-term goals, you create a rich and immersive experience for your players. Let's quickly recap the key points we've covered. We started by understanding what plot hooks are and why they are essential. Then, we delved into developing hooks and plot lines, ensuring they are tied to your world's lore and factions for a deeper connection. Creating plot hooks that resonate with your players requires creativity and effort, but the payoff is a dynamic and engaging campaign that everyone will enjoy. Remember to keep your hooks consistent with your world's lore and faction dynamics, and balance immediate rewards with long-term goals to keep the story exciting and meaningful. Thank you for watching, Dungeon Master. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Dungeon Master tips and guides. Your support helps me continue to create valuable content for the D&D community. Don't forget, you can get a free copy of our Session 0 guide. This guide is packed with tips and tools to help you kickstart your campaign, set expectations with your players, and establish a solid foundation for your adventures. The link is in the description below. Happy world building, Dungeon Master! Don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos for more tips and guides. Until next time, may your adventures be epic and your worlds be legendary.